So, I think you may agree with me that the biggest flaw in Starfield is that the game doesn't have any physical long-distance travel in space. Okay, so for example, I built myself this really nice botanics lab on some really remote desert planet. I want to go to my ship and fly back to Alpha Centauri to buy things. And at the beginning of the game, I was super excited to get in my spaceship and fly to places. However, then I noticed it's all just point and click, and you're instantly there. And that creates a vacuum of I think, a strong disappointment for anything related to space travel. And I think there's a way to fix it. Okay, so let's say, for example, in ground travel. When I'm landing on a new moon, I like to go up on a hill like this and look at the distance. And see over here, there's some interesting structure really far on the horizon that doesn't look natural. So then I would spend the next 10, 15 minutes going in a straight line to see what that thing is. And while I'm going there, the game would throw different gameplay opportunities at me. So let's say I would travel over here somewhere, and I'm starting to travel, and perhaps I see a ship landing, interact with that ship. Another point of interest that I can investigate, and sometimes I spend 1 or 2 hours before I even get to that point. So how about transferring that into space? Let's say, for example, I want to travel from here to here. And let's say, for the sake of argument, this should take 10 minutes real time. So you start your ship, and then you can get out of your seat. And as the ship is flying itself, you can do the classic in-game stuff, in-ship stuff. You can use your crafting stations, talk to NPCs. However, also the game should generate new gameplay content specific to long-distance travel. For example, something inside the ship or something outside of the ship. The example would be outside, that perhaps somewhere on the way over here after minute 4, you get a distress call from a cargo ship that has a broken engine. So you can dock with it and have some gameplay there. Or something in the ship happens. Perhaps there's some parasitic creature made it into the cargo hold, and you have to go down to kill it. Or crew members start arguing with each other. Or you get a long distance call from some trader who wants to order things you can deliver to him later. Anyway, something to fill out the gameplay time. And it would also create a sense of give the player back that sense of distance that is lost. Because currently, at the beginning of the game, when I started playing in the main campaign, I started collecting all the NPCs I can get in your ship, and it would tell me to go to a specific planet. It really felt like traveling long distance. And you walk up to a ship, and the moment I get into the ship, I go to the cockpit, then I realize it's all just point and click, I'm there instantly. And I don't think the game can survive for a very long time if the strategic travel layer is I would call this primitive. And consider, when you're playing Skyrim or Fallout, even if you know the map and you can fast travel to places, you still have the option to not fast travel. However, in Starfield, you have no option to avoid fast travel and space travel. You have to do it. Which I think makes the game feel like it has a lower scale than Fallout or Skyrim. Because it feels like playing Fallout 4 with the console open. Where you just press console, you type in the cell where you want to load in, and that's it. And that's how Starfield feels right now. And I think it would be possible to rearrange gameplay like this, to have like this travel gameplay, because it would be more about rearranging existing gameplay to fit into it. So it wouldn't require, like Star Citizen has, a fully realized star system where you can, in theory, go around any point on the planet where you want. And of course, that could be optionalized or scaled in distance. For example, for players who don't want to spend 10 minutes flying from moon to moon, it should still be a fast travel option, so you can skip the travel or just skip to a point where on that path you get to a point of interest.